Holly Hoskinson, PAB. Okay, so when you go to an audition for an acting job, you're expected to obviously act and show your ability through the acting they ask you to do. This could be improvised, they could give you a script, or they could do anything pretty much to do with acting. On the other hand, another part of the audition would be the interview process, which comes normally after you've done the acting. This doesn't always happen, but 9 times out of 10 it does, so it's a good thing to prepare for when you're going to an audition. Questions such as, what do you think about the script? That is a question that could be asked. Obviously they only ask this if they've given the opportunity to have a look at the script beforehand. You'd answer this, obviously, by saying only good things about the script. So you might say, this is something I'm interested in, therefore I think I would be suitable to act in it. Or you'd link it to past experiences you've had before, saying, possibly that you've acted in something with a similar storyline, with a similar character, with some similarities. Link them into what you've already done already. That is one reason, and justify yourself. Say why you think you would possibly be good at this. I mean, if you've done something like this before, then you have experience of it. So that's obviously a massive positive. Other questions could be, which characters do you think you could play? Now, with this, you just need to give reasons for your answers. For example, you could say, I think I'd be good at playing a teenage character who is maybe a couple of years older than you actually are. Maybe you could back this up by saying, this is because I'm quite a mature person and I feel like I could bring that to the character. Maybe if you had a trait about yourself or something you saw in yourself that you saw in the character, you could say that this would be a positive, as you'd be able to convey this well. On the other hand, if you think you're totally opposite to a character, you could say you think it might be a good challenge for yourself. You could challenge yourself to, be a kind of a different person and have a different personality, and how this contrasts with you in real life. You could say you're up for the challenge and you think it would be beneficial for your acting experience in life. Another question could be, what relevance experience do you have? This could be absolutely anything. You could link this to acting, singing, dancing, shows you've done in the past, auditions you've had in the past. You don't have to have got the part, they're just, obviously it's all experience. If you do something else in the arts, like for example, you do set design, you do costume design, or if you're a musician, you can all link this to experience you've had in the past, in past productions. Finally, another question, an example, would be, do you have any interest in a specific character? This is the part of the interview where you'd absolutely have to sell yourself about the specific character you're going for. If there is that one character you want, you tell them. You say, I think I can do this. Well, I know I can do this. You'll say that you're dedicated, that you have the time to do it. You feel like you could easily relate to the character, you could play the character, you're perhaps what you think the character would look like in real life, or saying that you'd be willing to sacrifice things, such as maybe you could have your hair cut if that's something that they require of you. I mean, you could dye your hair, or you could maybe wear clothes and costume which is kind of out of character for you. You just need to show them that you're willing and up for a challenge, you're willing to put yourself out there and give it a go. In an audition, they'd rather see potential in you. What they'd rather do is they'd rather have to take something out of you rather than put it in. For example, this isn't related to the interview questions, but if you're in a singing audition,